He still does more. What am I doing? No, wait, no, it doesn't. It's the Jacob Shack. What am I thinking?
Husband, go! He's got the shivers. He's no good for your goddamn experiments anyway. Just please
With me?
let him go.
No, we got in a big ass dumb PC argument earlier in the stream. It was only me who was dumb enough to start it. Dan would be now smart enough to talk about it again.
Hey, remember that wife of yours and how you wanted to see her like ever?
No, not at all, man.
You can't. Still don't hear screaming.
I want to do an interview with Shar. That's what we need to do. Where's Walter? Walter could set us up with an interview. Oh my god, they tortured him.
Every day, or whenever a zookeeper falls into a holding cell.
Well, they're certainly going to get rid of the torture, because it's enhanced interrogation techniques. Totally constitutional. Yeah, oh shit, I forget what I was saying. Whatever. Kill the stuff. Oh, Miss Shar, Walter. Walter is good at doing interviews. I want to get Shar, and I want to... Walter, we need to get your skills. Get the band back together. We need to do a one-and-done podcast, and it'll just be called The Sagas of Battleborn. And we would just do an interview with Miss Shar to get her side of it. And if she does not change form like a fucking reptilian halfway through the interview, then I'll owe you all 50 cents. But I almost guarantee she will morph and fly to her people, the Gorgons. It's a waste of a gunzerker! They're called Gorgon Knight. Yes, thank you, Freak. Good answer. You got in the quotes, Freak Show. You got in the quotes. They don't prefer mortally challenged. They prefer... Please don't call him Demon. Quote 173, Freak Show. Good job. I highly doubt that's happening. Wouldn't it be cool, though? Wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear what she thinks about you guys? Oh, I would ask her about every guy specifically. What about Dordish? What about Dan? What about something? What about Adam? And then 15... I'm sure I can dig up even more. Every guy she ever played with, I know she was dating her. I'll go back and watch the old streams. We need to... It's just like a Jerry Springer episode. We need to get everybody's opinion who dated her, what she told them, and then all we'll do is cross-reference all the things that happen to contradict one another. If she'll say she was born in November, she'll have told another guy December. Ooh, the rent became whiskey. I'd say your life would become risky. You better be better asking her brother or sister. Holy shit, she's got brothers and sisters. These are inevitably going to be her children. These will inevitably be her children. Bloodwing does drop a legendary item, I think, and it's kind of fucked up because Gearbox has you farm it. I think Bloodwing drops a legendary weapon. I need to look. Oh, this is the Borderlands 1 wiki. I need the Bloodwing boss. Don't you have a drop? Oh, maybe. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. When you come back, it's Son of Mothrak. That's right. I'm gonna say that would be really messed up if they had you farm Bloodwing. And then Mothrak was a boss in Borderlands 1, and then it drops the Skull Smasher. Sweet, cool. Which is another thing Borderlands 2 does much better than 1, is that the bosses have specific loopholes. So you can, if you want to get an item, you have a set way of going to try to get that item. Which a lot of games could learn from today, and they're going to step it up even better in Borderlands 3 by guaranteeing that legendary, since you just go for the rules to try to help the RNG and all that grind, since, you know, this is a game, as Turbo said, based on repetition, really.
Oh my god. Just give it up, kiddo. Bloodwing's got all the elements
Damien.
at her
That's perfect that her
disposal.
brother's name is Damien.
Fire, electricity, corrosion, slag, and god damn, I forgot the last one. What the hell was that again? God damn it! Just weaken her and I'll hit her with a drink. I'm sorry, soldier, but you gotta beat Bloodwing down. Do what you can to save her, but if you can't, she's got what we need to get into Control Core Angel and grab the vault key.
Roland's brutal. It's victory at all costs. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Fire! Right, fire. What else is there? Watch your claws! This is gonna be fine. Just gotta drink Bloodwing, get her back to Sanctuary, and...
No, she's gonna be fucked. No, there's no getting back from this. This is not Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Once your tiny little bird became a dragon, there was no going back.
Electricity and slag fire. Electricity corrosion's coming up next. What am I forgetting? She's bringing up. You're gonna regret ever dragging Bloodwing into this. That's cute.
Gearbox and their classic phases.
Corrosion, yeah.
The boss has got to take you so long because
I'm rolling the drink dot. Tranquila, blood. This won't hurt.
you have to go through the phases. Alright. You're about to see one of the most darkest moments in Battleborn, or Borderlands. I'm gonna try to ruin it. Here we go.
Okay, she's still alive. Get the microchip from her collar, and we can get her back to Sanctuary. Oh, now I remember. Explosive! No! That is why you don't screw with me. You and your little friend Mordecai turn yourselves in, or that dumbass bird is just the beginning. God damn it, Jack! I'm gonna kill you!
Mordecai, not a happy man.
I'm sorry about Bloodwing, soldier, but we gotta keep moving. Get that software upgrade to Claptrap, and we'll be able to get through the security field leading to Control Core Angel.
Adam has basically been running a support group, by the way. Like Adam's had so many good conversations with a lot of people about this topic. He's basically started AA for Char. Well, sure.
Oh,
Why
where
not?
the hell is... Oh, I had a violin somewhere. I was gonna play it all sarcastically. God damn it, it was gonna be awesome. Blake! Where's a bloody violin?
Our favorite theme.
Blake's in there with him.
True story about a girl called Annie. He took too much speed. He was Larry's friend.
Larry.
Right, amphetamine Annie. That's right. You know what I'm talking about.
He knows. That guy knows. Amphetamine Annie. We keep pushing main story here for a little bit.
Whoa! You didn't think you were gonna get out of here alive, did ya?
Intruder in range. Deploying reinforcements.
Hold on her. Get down.
Oh shit, Mordecai is not a happy man. Mordecai
Die, assholes!
is fucking pissed.
Screw you! Screw you! Get down, Diablo, you sons of bitches! That!
I wish that was his ult in Borderlands 1. Rage! Mordecai the Hunter, he was camped up on this hill. He planned for days and days and days to save his pet Bloodwing, who appears to be making a return. Bloodwing's hadn't been in a few trailers, so it looks like he's got a new animal. He's raised a new animal. Some small things there, but it's alright. Jack probably being an asshole. Nothing new. I've been slowly but surely neutering this playthrough and any challenge it represents by consistently running over here and just getting new weapons. I think still does more damage. That's just how good Jacob's guns are. It took more than one shot. You weren't using a Jacobs. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Speak of the devil. And a Slagger? Hell yeah, I'll go with that. Also, go ahead and get in the habit now. So no 3-man climb? Ashton. I think so. I don't know. Is Tyrell around? Tyrell said he got a lot of schoolwork done, so I think we're gonna play a little bit tonight together. All of us, that is.
Why loot the dead when you can buy from me?
It's worth keeping these mods because they don't really scale that much. These mods, like Borderlands 1 where the grenades and the shields kind of fail to scale very well. They seem sort of stuck in place. Same thing happens with these. Like this, a max roll at level 30 is like 1% down from a max roll at level 80. It's a little bit more than that, but not much. You know, sort of diminishing returns kind of thing. Oh shit, did I sell that pangolin? Yeah, okay, good. Did I sell the luck up pot of gold? Okay, I was gonna say. These are rare. I wanted to keep them around. Just for fun. Okay, I'm good. I'm assuming Tyrell's just now getting off work at Ashton, so we'll see what he says in a little bit. He's good to go. I'm good to get some rounds in. Definitely gotta make sure I start earlier tomorrow then. But I plan to do a full stream Friday, so we'll have time.
What the hell are you? Holy scatsack! I'm invisible! This is you. I can't. Minion, give me 5. Oh, right. You've earned it.
Claptrap can get us through the Angel's
No
security
new
field
mission.
now.
Sorry.
Come on back. We may have a way past the bunker.
It's a cool ass gun model. It's weird. There's billions and billions, well, there's millions of guns in this one. This game, they got the Guinness World Record for the most guns in a video game ever. Fuckface. What time you starting tomorrow? Hey Dan, what up, man? Hopefully 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight. Have you been here the whole time, Adam? Because we've had a hell of a conversation, and God, I wish you were here for it. But this character model, this model just repeats itself. Like a purple rabbit. I mean, it's gonna have different parts, but a purple rabbit blaster at level 22 with these parts looks identical to a level 80 rabbit blaster. Whereas I feel like it would be cooler, you know, where a white just looks like junk. I feel like a purple at level 50 should look cooler than a purple at level 1 instead of the same. I don't know if Borderlands 3 is going to be able to fix that though. But they've changed the way guns are made, so maybe. You know, they're actually no longer... See, the way that Borderlands 2 does guns is it was made by Vladov. Alright, so that's like where it's going to pull all of its base stats from. But then it's put together with an E-Tech barrel. Looks like a Vladov body. It's got... I think those are Jacob sights or something. And then it has like... looks like a Torg grip. You have to like learn and remember all of these because that's what's going to define how good your gun is. So you could get a double penetrating uncapped herald, but it could not be a perfect double penetrating uncapped herald unless you get like all Torg and like a Jacob's barrel to maximize the damage. So that's how this game technically has billions of guns, is that they have the however many manufacturers. What is it, 10? You got Bandit, you got Torg, you got Vladov, you got Jacobs, you got Maliwan. What else you got? As far as just gun manufacturers. Dahl, 6. Tedior, 7. Okay, then there might be a couple I'm missing, but the point is they all have parts of different guns. They all have a pistol grip, they all have, you know, an assault rifle grip, etc., etc., etc. And then what the game does is just procedurally generate all these with all those components. It's just RNG out the ass. So there are millions, literally millions of different guns in this game.
Yeah. I'm sorry about the...
And it works. It mostly works. Just like Diablo. But there's some things that end up not working. But I think they're fixing the vast majority of that, which is the scaling. Because as far as like a purple shotgun not looking cool at level 10 and when it looks... Excuse me, I'm sorry. At level 50. It's a small thing.
He disagreed. Still, he owes me a favor, and he can help us get past the bunker outside Control Core Angel.
Half and half? Oh man, you missed out, Adam. I'm not gonna go ahead. Speaking of Rackaholics Anonymous, I'm not gonna repeat the whole conversation, but yeah. I'll watch the VOD, it's all good. Song related. We talked about Char, Adam. We talked about Char. And the last thing I talked about was that you've basically started a support group for all the different guys that were manipulated by Char, the Gorgon, and that I would like to do a one-off with Walter, an interview with Miss Char and all the different guys that she was in a relationship with. And I mentioned how I was trying to support you, you were my friend. I was hoping you weren't you know, too fucked up by this whole situation, too manipulated. I only went into Char's stream to try to see you because you weren't really streaming at this point, to support you. Just how messed up the whole situation was. We're gonna get into some tea. Dude, you guys have missed it. If you guys had been here just an hour ago, we went all out on this topic. We went all out on this topic. We exhausted for now, the Char topic. At 6. Gotta tell you exactly. I remember Bit Wars and how much money I wasted. Well, Dan told me today, you know, that he was also in a relationship with Char. And that, you know, I learned that something was flirted with Char. Today we learned Wilso. Char tried to flirt with Wilso. Every time we talk about it, the more guys raise their hand. You know, me too. Hashtag me too. Oof. Yeah, I wish you were here for it, Sig. It was... She got around, and yet she kept you all unawares of one another. That's, you know, the next big detail today is just like, how the fuck did she manage to keep the plate spinning? You know, a couple dozen boyfriends, and yet none of them are actually aware that they're her boyfriends. That the people they're playing Battleborn with and hanging out with are also her boyfriend.
Don't even think about bringing that one back. It's never happened.
We're already at freaking Seraph level for the backpack. We're only at like, yeah, we're only at 27 slots. That's terrible. You get up to 70s in Borderlands 1. There's no way. I think it's because you rebuy them in the second playthrough than the third. The only thing that's ever happened was she auto-hosted to me, but I didn't want none of that. Even Sig was loosely connected to her. The songs for She got mad at me when I heard she flirted with other girls. With other girls or other guys? She was also a lesbian? The spread beyond. We talked about the stream was #Parker, that I was really sad because I used to love your Parker streams and that you and Parker had great chemistry. And how, you know, Parker was, she loved you. You were her, she was your G, your original ride or die G. We were with Parker, we thought that she was full of shit, but
Thanks, sugar. I've been meaning to upload these to the.
this is actually a really good shotgun, but we should have waited for this quest because it's going to be underleveled. It's not going to be near what the hunt coach gun is. I think this one is really good because it has a vampire effect, so it actually ends up being really useful in UVHM. That's why Char's like just really is the vampire, the Gorgon, because remember Parker was in like a shitty spot in her life. Her baby daddy was giving her a bunch of shit. She was struggling with like her family and stuff, and obviously she's in a much better place now thanks to her own effort and hard work and stuff. But like Parker, in the midst of that, Miss Char decided to put a rift between you and Parker. Those were great Parker days. Yeah, those streams were great, but then you guys were one of the last few chill streams for Battleborn. Probably the last PlayStation chill stream. And Miss Char ruined it. Miss Char was the monster was the end of an era. Wait, so Miss Char also had girlfriends? Please tell me that's what you're telling me. Because that expands it even more.
For the tips, sugar. I think it's here. This isn't my favorite gun, but you might get some use out of it.
We got an acid bad touch. We're about to fight a lot of robots, so I'm cool with that. That 2-shot was pretty good, though. I think she's got one more she'll give you. Still trying to get a legendary out of this, because it's an achievement. You make me fucking puke. They lessen the chance for the damn slot machine to give you a legendary. Watch us pull a perfect either Herald or Infinity out of this and just get us through the whole playthrough. Yeah, I heard she flirted with everyone on Xbox Battleborn and seen on PS4 scene. So she also had girlfriends. That's perfect. Did they give her money? She not only catfished guys, she catfished girls. If I could remember. Got a blue. Come on, we're getting lucky. That was a blue. Gambling addiction 101. It's gonna change any moment now. It's gonna change any moment. It's like a 1% chance, I think, is what it is. Iridium, that's nice. I think you get the achievement if you get the money jackpot, the iridium jackpot, or the legendary. Oh shit, that was so... Excuse me, sorry. So close. So freaking close. One more. Just one more. Habit slot. She catfished me 100%. I went back and looked at photos she sent me, and they're 100% not the same girl. She sent you pictures of different people? Like, throughout it? There were different people. Thank you, Adam. Classic symptom of autism. Is that true, actually? What you're telling me right there, Wilson, is that true? Huh, I'll be damned. Well, because Adam, you are, like, on the spectrum, right? Which isn't me talking shit about you, by the way. I'm just... That just means she's even more fucked up, though, Adam. See, what's amazing is you've actually been a leader in this situation. Really, you have. I commend you for that. Like, you and Dan having that conversation. You having that conversation with something. You've been really open, honest about it, accepting that this was, like, a shitty situation. Totally willing to accept responsibility, whether you should or not. Because I think you're honestly a victim. I think the only person who needs to apologize is Miss Char. But, you know, and you've like led basically a therapy group for all these different people that were catfished and are willing to talk about it. So I really commend you for that, Adam. But you know, she's the fucking monster in this, not you, dude. Not you. She ruined that relationship you had with Parker and shit. It's just terrible. I was just horny, dude. And she knew it. And she knew it. She fucked with people's heads because of it. Chris Cann is notorious for he had to memorize what he looked like as a kid. Huh. That's interesting. I never knew that was a thing. Look at this guy. This is why the Crimson Raiders failed. That terrible fucking uniform. And that 1980s I'm a badass walk. And what is that? Like a level 1 melee 1 pistol? They're gonna defend this town? I do hope they kept embracing the open world feel though. I kinda wanna see those guys like fight monsters off like in Elder Scrolls. I want to get the achievement for the legendary gun. Oh. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. The odds have got a Tortoise Razor 666. Talk to the Brit about it because fuck them.
If Hyperion invades the city, I'm gonna be the first to get shot.
Who was the most catfished, Adam? Can you tell me? Are you able to tell me? Who gave her the most money? Dan, Sum, and I had a hard prayer, which really went deep. Avoid the slot, says Dan. Yeah, I mean, you were really... I think that was really good of you. Like, it's just like AA. You guys had to fucking come to grips with this bullshit. He thought she died. You see how fucked up that is? How twisted the lies got? Like, she's lying about her own kid. Now she tells a guy she died. She was... I mean, you gotta think about how stupid this guy is. That he was convinced by the very same person telling him this, that she's dead. Like, it's as she says that she's dead, he's like, oh my god, Char's dead. And he's being told, I thought she died too? Holy fuck. Dude, Ted Bundy infected the Battleborn community. Fucking Ted... oh. Guys, Tyrell's dead. He just told me. He just told me he's dead. Yo, stuck. Died today at 9. Are you getting on tonight, Tyrell? Ashton's wanting to know. Are we gonna play tonight? Sorry to break it to you. It's okay, guys. He said he's sorry that he's dead, but he regrets to inform us that he is in fact dead. To every guy like that, shows she wouldn't give them closure. This is like it. This is, I swear to God, like it. The children have to get together to fight off the villain. The Eater of Worlds. Adam. Who suffered really the most at Char's hands, I think. Had to organize the troops into healing. And understood that Miss Char was trying not to even let them have closure. Hell yeah, I finished the whole class already. On a roll with school this week. Nice. So, AK, yes? Ashton, are you around? Are you getting on? We've got to try to fight through the microphone. I guess you get the first punch in and we'll go from there. .556 round goes through the headset. My head explodes. She's a great villain. Brings a tasty tear to my eye. Dude, she is the Calypso twin for Borderlands 3. That's what you need to do, Adam, is motivate yourself for Borderlands 3 streams by convincing yourself that the Calypso twins are Miss Char. And we're gonna have to have some kind of memorial stream for Tyrell since he's dead. Even though we're about to play with him, but he's dead as fuck. Remember when a guy was trying to outshine with me and LL Beautiful Self? Yeah, that guy was weird. That guy was really weird, Tyrell. She is the Jezebel of Battleborn Twitch. In my chat, like, 5... He's like, her and her husband... Dude, I was streaming Battleborn one time, and a guy who watched a lot of my Battleborn streams, I ran into her. This was earlier this year. I ran into her. This was earlier this year. He's like, her and her husband play all the time. They still play Battleborn to this day? Are these two, like, cronies? What? What? Who are the two refugees? Bonnie and Clyde. Is this like Bonnie and Clyde? They're both involved in the long con together. Did her husband tell her, like, go ahead, try to fuck with these people? Has no idea. You're probably right. You're probably right. Either way, it's messed up. We're bank robbers, right? But I'm saying, like, you know, that maybe these guys are a tag team in on this shit.
And you're sane enough to understand what I'm saying. Head to Sanctuary. I don't care what Jack has told you, or how well defended you think you are. The Hyperion army...
They called it an ass pounder.
You out. If you want to survive, you get a gun, you come to Sanctuary, and you join the Crimson Raiders.
Alright, one more round on the slots, then I'll leave. Like, 4 more plays then. Looking back how our mods are dude she fucked over. So, how much money do you think Doldish gave her then? Last time we talked, said a word about my B-Day 2 years ago. She said happy B-Day, that's it. She was still trying to talk to you? What was she trying to get more money out of you? You think Doldish maybe gave her like $1,000? She never got a dime out of me. That's good, Dan. You ultimately won. You spent a lot of resources and a lot of time and energy on you. He was gonna fly to PA. How much money do you think ultimately he gave her, Adam? That could it be in the thousands, possibly? Maybe more. By 4, I mean until I have... I'm gonna play until I have like 35 grand. I want to get this achievement. I want to get a legendary. Possibly. Possibly tens of thousands of dollars. Did she ever reveal to you after it was like well known that she was catfishing people just how much money she'd managed to make in the scam? I know she used me to grow a community and stream. No one knew. Right, that's the only reason I went in there and hung out. I'm like, well, you know, Adam's my friend. And, I'm gonna try to be there for him. Situation was shitty. I mean, she had you. You were the one who deserved to have those viewers. You were the one who actually knew how to play the game, and she just took them all. She effectively... Anybody who was a Battleborn streamer who chose to play with her had their stream hijacked by her. Pandora has changed.
Why loot the dead when you can buy from me? Check back later. Be my new weapon of the day. I always buy guns you don't need.
Poetic license, this is called. Looks like I'm not beating this playthrough today. It's almost like I was distracted or something. It's almost like I was ranting and raving and yelling. I don't... Strange, man. She was a master chameleon, no doubt. No doubt, it's the truth. The Gorgon Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy of Battleborn. The fucking Dracula. The Hunter. I know she used me to grow community and stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Looking for the Slab King, that's where he'll be.
Oh, yeah.
Now be careful, though. You kind of lost after Hyperion.
She's a psychopath, dude. 100%. 100%.
I'm legally obligated to tell you that I ain't a real doctor.
I'm legally licensed to tell you. I'm legally required to tell you I ain't a doctor. That's good, man. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this comedy. We gotta get rid of this comedy in here. Plus size. You know, I almost feel like plus sized is more insulting than chubby. How did plus size become considered like the nice word? I'm legally required to disclose that I had
Control Core Angel is at the top of that mountain.
after she left Twitch and
That's where the
faked her
vault
death.
is.
She legit
The
faked her
slag
death,
cube is up
Adam.
the other cliff. You can help
How
us
did she
get
pull
past
this
the
off? I
bunker
want to know
outside
about
control
this.
core.
There's no way she's
Intruder!
fucking Tom Sawyer.
Intruder, huh? Sounds like Iberian sent another assassin. All right, boys. Fight like badasses or die like bitches. You'll have to fight through the slabs, seriously, Keenan.
I feel like bitches, Mr. Birch. Is this where Birch went wrong? Why not fight like badasses, die like badasses? I don't know. Just something. Something. Bitches. I mean, they're definitely gonna die. We're gonna fucking destroy these guys. Yup. How did she do it though? How did she manage to, she faked it someone on PSN. It was her friend messaging. Oh my god. Holy shit, Adam. Oh my god, man. 100%. She convinced a friend to fake message other people on PSN and say that she had passed away while this friend knew that she was alive. That's how strong the sociopathic game is on this girl. Hey, will you lie for me? I don't really want to, but will you? It'd really mean a lot. I guess. Okay. Just so we have it for posterity. I believe that's quote 173. Oh no. It's where Freak prefers the Gorgonite. Oops. She's gonna murder me in my sleep. She's gonna go back and see these VODs, and she's gonna say, I've gotta kill this one. This one knows too much. This one's willing to talk about the monster too much. We've got to kill him. That is just nutsy. She went off the grid for a long time out of nowhere. Well, she better go off the grid. She told you guys she was dead! She was dead! And yet she was still playing Battleborn. I mean, that's just beyond. Faking your own death. Talk about the final ludicrous chapter to an already ludicrous story. It ends with her faking her own death. You can't make this shit up.
Well, boy, that bandit hung himself from his own tombstone. It's dark, it's depressing.
Mayday!
What I'm talking about, it's perfect. Putting that in the poem.
Putting that in the poem. She made like 5 different Twitch accounts and Xbox accounts. One second she was this name, and then so she fakes her own death, and then she begins to live under hundreds, dozens I should say, of pseudonames. Like she's running from the law. How much darker did this go than what you guys know? I mean, okay, she catfished some people. And Adam, remember you were always just on the verge of getting to see her? You guys were just one step away from actually getting to physically be with one another? How much worse was it? I think it must have gone even worse and gotten deeper than what Dan and Adam were in. I mean, someone like Dodish maybe showed up to her house. Finally, the game had gotten real. He wouldn't take no for an answer, maybe? How many skeletons are around? She played a dangerous game. Very dangerous game. I mean, at that point, if you're gonna fake your own death and the game is over, why even keep trying to be on Xbox? Why even keep trying to play Battleborn?
We've got
got some satellite
You've burned the
phones from
shit out of the
Odessa's
ground. You
joint
napalmed it.
garage.
You napalmed it, then pissed on it. Just leave. And she needed to come back for more. You know, they say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime. They always come back to the scene of the crime.
You will now be hanged by the neck until dead. Have you last words in your defense? They were bandits. They tried to kill mi abuela. Yes. You have attempted to convince your fellow villagers of this many times. Anything else to say regarding the murder of these men? It was fun.
It was fun.
Dusty was just a puppy. Almost as nice as my first dog. You let your boss know I'm gonna...
Oh, that's right. Handsome Jack killed Brick's dog. He kicked his dog.
What do you mean they ain't
Indiana,
gonna
Pennsylvania. Dan, you know the details. You know the details. Elaborate to me. You've kept track of this. Is it because you took the relationship seriously, or because it really fucking pissed you off?
Just survive whatever initiation he's got planned for you.
You know the brother's name, you know the sister's name, you know her date of birth, you know these intimate details about like when her mom died and how it died on your birthday, her location, her real name. Are you plotting revenge? Whenever I said I'd come down to visit her, I live like 3 hours from here. She told me the city she lived in, everything, but then I would bring it up, excuse. It was like Indiana, Pennsylvania, or something like that. I'm not. At this point, I'm convinced the fucking city doesn't exist. Both. Yeah, well. Seems like she hurt you. It seems like she hurt you. We also hurt every time I pronounce anything with an R and an E, ruh instead of re. But hey. Appalachia.
Shoot me in the face! In the face! Do it! Shoot me in the face!
Shooty McShooty. No, I mean re. Okay. I'm indifferent now. Just have good memory. Okay. So you're not going to be forgiving anytime soon. Or you just literally have good memory. We can do a fancy one on the next playthrough. I'm just gonna blow the shit out of him.